who needs this one the most?
I don't know if they need to win necessarily the most, but I think Max Homa needs to have a good major performance. I think there's a list, especially, we had the conversation about the Ryder Cup and President's Cup, obviously not as important, but I think, this is important for a lot of people to start maybe finding some form. JT had kind of some flashes at the Scottish, putting up a 62. Like, he's been non-existent in majors since he won a couple of years ago at the PGA. Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
Some of these stalwarts, some of these guys that we thought were horses on the U.S. side, Homa, Spieth, JT, I think Morikawa, who's had a pretty good major season to kind of keep that momentum. Again, not necessarily winning for these guys, but continuing that forward momentum, I think is big for them.
Are you going to pick Spieth?
I am not picking Spieth.
Okay, well, Spieth has made the cut every single time at the Open. He's 10 for 10 at the Open, has posted T30 or better in 8 consecutive appearances at the Open. So this is a get-right opportunity for Jordan Spieth at a time that he certainly needs it. Another name I would throw on there, Jon Rahm.
Oh, yeah. I think it's huge for Rahm.
After he withdrew from the Open with this foot thing, he's looked dejected every time he's made public appearances on a golf course since joining LIV. And I get that he got his money. I want to see what he's made of. I want to see if he can really compete in a major this season.
And to a lesser extent, Brooks.
Yeah.
Brooks hasn't had a very good major season. Came roaring back in a big way last year. And been a very quiet major season for Brooks Koepka. And, the British Open has never really been his kind of cup of tea. He's gotten close at Augusta. Obviously has multiple U.S. Opens, multiple PGAs. But the British Open's the one where he just he's absent there. He doesn't have, he's got a pretty good track record here. As good of a ball striker as he can be, I would put him on that short list of guys who have kind of had a disappointing 2024 who this is kind of big for. But I think I don't know if it's the biggest for Rory.